people
killing.
would. Like, they're killing, right?
Why aren't they killing
I
more?
know. There should be more.
For
Like,
stars.
yeah.
There's some very attractive stars out there.
There are. I mean,
Worth killing for.
how many fellas would kill for Angelina Jolie in the prime?
How many fingers? That's the question, isn't it? How many fingers would you cut off, or how many presidents would you try to assassinate for Angelina?
And all you're trying to do is impress one. I mean, that is one of the most impressive things you can do, and you don't have to be very good at it. Like, clearly not.
I mean, you'll really get noticed.
You've got
just like Crooks did.
You got points.
You'll get noticed like
you
Crooks
got serious stats, man. Yeah.
You zing an ear and you take out a fireman, you get noticed, right?
It's so easy.
Better than a TikToker. Better than a TikToker doing a stupid thing, to get noticed, like, trying to blow up an airport.
That's rookie.
That's just rookie moves,
Yeah.
You want to get noticed, you need to put the zing, clip a little bit of the ear and explode ahead, and then you definitely get noticed, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't, I mean...
So why isn't there more, Si?
That's what I'm trying to work out. And it's not, and the thing about it is, okay, if you do it for Jodie Foster, and then you start ranking
that pig dog. That serious pig dog. I mean, even at 16, she was a pig dog. Like, twisted sand tree for her head. Clarice, the bleating will continue until the silence of the lambs.
If that is bleating, then the levels up from there are dramatic, yeah? So if there's only one person in the world who would kill for Jodie Foster, there's at least two people who would kill.
I mean, I'd pop a couple off for, what's her name?
Okay, what woman that
Katy Perry.
You would kill for Katy Perry?
I'd pop a couple off.
You'd kill for Katy Perry. If Katy Perry would date you would kill.
Yeah.
More than one, not just you wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, I'd pop a couple.
A couple.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't going half-assed, mate. I'd go balls deep, brother.
But would she know then? If you went balls deep, would she know?
Oh, you'd have to have a manifesto. They all have manifestos. You got to have a little, you got to have a little manifesto of what your desire.
Okay, so they know what they're missing out on.
Even Crooks had a manifesto.
So they know what they're missing out on after you've been shot.
Yeah. Could have had it.
But denied.
Had to go to this extreme.
So you could realise what you missed out on.
Had to take out a couple just to be noticed.
And then say they know what they're missing out on. They would have been like, I could have had someone that alpha.
I could have been banging that. Could have been banging it. And he would have been fucking like a monk. You know what I mean? Never had sex in his life.
God.
Yeah. Fucked by a god.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So who would I do that for? It's an interesting question. Wow. Because they'd have to be into it, I suppose.
I mean, there's so many out there. And like I said,
I know, but it's like...
This is the question, is why isn't more of this happening? Why aren't there more
this is the thing, like, you look at, it's proportional, there's a squaring factor.
Yeah.
So if the baseline is Jodie Foster, and one person would kill for Jodie Foster, to be noticed by Jodie Foster, then there must be at least two people who would want to kill for someone who is a little better than Jodie Foster.
True.
And then there would be four who would want someone better than that, because as there's better, then more people will want them, and you have this exposure curve, up to where everybody wants to bang, everyone would kill.
The more of the influence and the more of
who would kill for them.
Yeah. More of that star potential.
Yeah, and if you've got like a million, like how many people are into stars? Hundreds of millions of people are into stars, not like one or two people. Like being into stars is a thing, and people are fucking obsessive as shit. And what's the intersection
why you can have,
of people who want to kill people
on Twitter and on
people who want to be
Facebook
seen,
and YouTube,
and people who like a star?
300 million followers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you intersect the intersection of that and the circle of people who want to kill someone, or the circle of people who want to be noticed by someone and will do whatever.
Noticed by the particular star, that much of a fan.
Like, just in general, that they need that much sort of, like, their egos are so weak that they need to be noticed.
I mean, these people get these pictures tattooed all over their bodies. They're prepared to cut themselves and do the blood rights.
That's the minimum. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
Well, not the minimum, but you're not still at killing someone.
It's the reason why you get the band name tattooed across your shoulders, because you are a fan.
Exactly. So the amount of people the intersection is not zero, of people who would want to be noticed so desperately and are a fan of something.
I think a lot of it would be based on how committed are you to be noticed. Would that be the playing factor? Like, the operating factor would be, how willing are you to be noticed by your, star love? Yeah,
willing. It's actually a symbol of commitment.
The commitment that that would be required to be noticed.
That's how committed you are to the person. It's like literally it's a demonstration of like life, like
your
love,
your love, your true love,
lifetime of and that you'll do it for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you'll give your life,
or
love.
Willing to risk your own life. That's the thing.
Put it on the line.
He went there knowing that he was going to die for his manifesto.
You'd get some serious wet if you did that for your nearest, That would impress the shit out of them. They'd be just like, oh my God.
I mean, that star would
think
quite literally moist, critically moist, moist, critical.
Like you're like 4 hours in and they're still just flowing.
Like hit the rock with the stick and out comes the water. Just bam. Yeah. What was a solid rock suddenly becomes wet as.
Yeah. And it just keeps wet until that stick dissolves.
Mhm.
You know, if it takes that stick 100 years, it's just blowing.
Wears it away.
Wears it away. Yeah.
True love.
That's true love.
Commitment.
And stars are the kind of people who would want that. You know, they often have these short-lived marriages. There's a lot of evidence.
I mean,
of them,
they deny it.
Yeah.
They deny it.
That,
They'd say, "Oh, no, that was terrible."
Terrible.
But secretly,
Yeah. You know,
they would be going.
do you think that like stars who have had people do things like have little shrines?
What a guy or what a girl
to the people who do crazy shit?
Of course they do. I mean, it starts off with a shrine. I mean, all these crazy movies you see, you know, on TV or movies.
Star.
They always got that little shrine.
Do you think the stars have shrines to the people who have killed for them?
I'm sure they got scrapbooks, you know. Keep a little personal scrapbook.
Oh, he was the guy who killed for me in fucking Minnesota.
You know. Yep. Katie'd have a huge
one. Katie.
Like seriously,
now,
Katy
is that
Perry
a body
would
count?
Have the large,
is that the
that
best,
would be the true
body count, man.
Yeah. Like, who cares about the fucking?
Yeah, no, fucking's like off the table here. This is like well above fucking. That's boring. Yeah. How many people you've had sex with? How many people who have killed
you got a penis and a vagina, you can fuck, right? You got a penis and an ass,
anyone,
you can fuck.
Yeah.
Penis and a mouth, you can fuck, right?
Hand and a nostril.
Yeah,
but whatever it is, man.
You know, finger in an ear.
Yeah, tongue in a face.
Yeah.
Whatever the thing is, but
tongue in an orifice.
Yeah, killing in the name of Katy Perry.
True love, killing in the name of true love.
True
love. So many mixed up. That's it, man. You know, unless they're willing to take the true commitment of true love to be noticed.
And that's it. And those stars, they're just, you know, they don't find love easily. You know, it's reasonable to reach out like that, to really show them. You know, the people are trying to say that they're going to kill them every day.
In a world of 9 billion people, how do you get noticed? Yeah. Seriously.
And I think that it really shows, like, a star, you know, because they often get, like, stalkers and stuff. And so
always stories about it. Yep.
Yeah, and so if you're not, like, demonstrating your love in a level which is like that level of, like, I can fucking take that gun out.
Yep. Yeah.
Then would a star even feel safe?
Well,
they would need someone who is willing to kill for them.
Yeah.
To even feel safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just knowing that their fans are fanatical enough. But if you said one name, gone. That's it. Get rid of that problem, gone. That's the fanatical stars that they need. Like the true fanatics.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly wouldn't
forget religious fanaticism. Star fanaticism.
That's where you know your star has got a shrine to you.
Yeah.
That all those years making sure you bought all of them.
Your picture in that star scrapbook.
In the scrapbook.
You know, when they're putting those little flowers around that
literally immortalized in the star
putting
scrapbook.
Those little flowers in the love heart format around that picture. Because you did it for me.
Yeah.
You did it for me. You love me that much.
I gained 10,000 followers from that event.
Yep.
They were really stuck
to me as well.
Patreon and
truly be committed to my love.
Yeah.